So what's going on, guys? Brandon from Boiler Room Trading here. I'm going to do a daily recap right from the daily notes, which you guys see I post every single morning at about 7:30 a.m. Central. We do have the notes set up right here. As we're going through some of these plays, just want to go to a couple of recaps. A big shout out to the ELITES members in Boiler Room Trading today. You guys killed these levels, and these levels were hit. Hadn't had such a smooth day today in quite some time. This was like riding a bike today trading. It was very, very nice. So first thing we got on watch today, I didn't get to watch this one, or I didn't get to trade this one. A lot of members took this one. Bouncing ball short right here. It opened on Netflix. Fantastic rejection level 313. Same level I used for my short yesterday. Pop into the 200 EMA, real bread and butter play. Hit the 313 resistance today as well. Had a bouncing ball short with a lot of good confirmation on volume. Told everybody to get short right around here as the 50 pulled away down from the VWAP there. So good real smash there on Netflix. A couple guys rolling up about 3 points on Netflix today. Really nice trade. Something that everybody is on watch today, I'm sure, was the meets, Beyond meets. As we got into the meets right here, we have two different trades. First one I took early on for the breakout on the 1 minute, was expecting this move, or this move here, this one. Took a tiny small red here, didn't give up. Watched for two other separate trades here. One for the first squeeze, up and over here. Actually, I think we had 3 in and out trades total here. Yep. So as we back up and recovered, I said watch for that 100 EMA recovery right here. We got long, waited for that big old push, sold most of the candle, came out for a low, seen some volume, dropping confirmation, got out right away for another couple hundred shares there. We made back our red, had a full position size off this purchase right here, the VWAP and the 100 EMA, and then added in for a ramp and a full sell at the top, which got us back to a couple $100 green after about 150, $200 loss. And then we had a consolidation range right here, and we just did a private mentoring session today on the 2 different consolidation ranges today that we had here. But let's just say I can't really go back into those details too much. Got to save those for my elites members. But we did call the long right into this consolidation real easily. We pulled the long off. We sat in at 5-6 minutes. We said wait for the break over pre-market highs and then match prior highs. Didn't expect a 2.8. I expected at least 207, but I had a full share size position. Stop out was a opening candle and close under the 202 prior all-time highs, just about anyway, 201.80s. But we didn't see that at all, so held true, popped up and over, had a full position size the whole time. Just watched it jump back and forth. 6 different members took a huge win here. Closed out right over the pre-market high for a very nice squeeze scalp. Pretty easily reading if you know how to utilize volume beating and trend changing. So we were long way early. Had a very nice pop up there on Beyond. And a couple of the other trades here. I just want to go through some of the other plays here. PayPal was a big one that a few members played as well. Right from the daily notes here, I said 1880s. PayPal's 118.80 support watching for hold ramp for the ER. So we wanted to sell off because it was opening pretty high into the 118.80s. Always have that blue line of support on our charts for our members, always utilizing that throughout the day. But she did hit that right here. We had really good confirmation right here in volume on the beat, and then we had a really good ramp all the way back up to pre-highs in the open price. So again, an hour before open, these thoughts are posted, and this was a very nice little point of stress-free trade on PayPal today. Not a huge ranger, but a very safe one where you can actually size up and utilize Visa. Visa was one that we took right here off the mini W play. All right, I took 100 shares here for a potential swing pot here for the hold of the middle of the big W. Got that, ramped up. Ended up closing out before the ending ramp here, so only for a couple bucks win, only like an $18 win. Then we just entered back in right here off yesterday's lows on the ramp and recovery. The curl had a really good volume beat, had a really good change of volume. So now we're long still for 100 shares rolling. We only got about 40 bucks open on the day right now, but it's really good grinding. We're going to watch it throughout the day here. I'm only going to target maybe back up to the 179.80s to the 200 EMA. Real stress-free, good grinder here. I think it'll be grade A. Let's see here. Some of the other calls that we had went through yesterday and today, I'll just kind of cruise under here. Going through the notes. Facebook, the 202 recovery and 203.25 major resistance. There's a couple different plays on Facebook long and short today. We have these Big pushes up into resistance, but focusing on our pre-market low and waiting for the confirmation of Facebook on that call, the 203.25 major resistance. Well, that sets up right about here and right about here. That's the 203.25, 203.50. As the range of resistance in here came back and shot up, there's a certain EMA that's certainly under the VWAP here, which is an elite lessons that we know exactly how that short plays out. A couple of members had this one short from right here, right as that rollover, and had some volume confirmation there, and definitely nailed it. Then had a nice little retrace to VWAP and then another short play there on Facebook. A couple different levels there played out really nice. BA was another one today. Yesterday we called the dip buy into 375.50s, and then of course we had that really nice ramp squeeze, and then we're going to use that today. Whoops, some lessons still up here for the private lessons, but acted as resistance today because we were under it, and then it had a good news piece following through on some bad CNBC coverage and whatnot, and targeting yesterday's lows as a short play there. Had a ramp up along here, was watching for the higher low right here on BA, and we had an early long call right here, 3 higher lows, and we had a good one, and then we switched by a short on the triple top for the resistance. Had really good volume confirmation prior to the dump right in this consolidation, which is just teaching right here, so you would have been short anywhere near that violent pop and then down. So BA worked out really well. AT&T was also on the list today. We had a resistance channel for a short play right here at open. Had a very weak open, just dropped, no real play there. You can't even pretend that you would have got an entry there. That's just too much. Way too close, but we did call that short. We did have a pretty good level there, not too bad. Then we also had, last but not least, we did have Apple here, and now Apple's call from the daily notes yesterday. I printed, if that squeeze up and over the split and support happens, watch the 206 hold, will gap up and move to 208.50. Here's the 208.50 resistance. This was the target for the long kind of intraday overnight swing here. I said 206 hold, will gap up. 206 hold all day yesterday, real nice hold. Rolled into today's trade day, and real static, but the resistance worked out pretty much to the T. Gave you plenty of time to get out of your long position there at the open. Pushed up the 208.50 and then another chance to get out there, but real staticky and selling off throughout the day. Real choppy day, because yesterday was the play. We didn't watch this one on the main trade today. That was essentially for the 206 roll and ramp to 208.50 from yesterday, but all calls were dead on today. But that's what all I got for you guys today. We'll see you guys bright and early in the morning for another recap. You guys take care and stay green.